curse words. Go to the word first and let the word purge. We got the Lord with us, and this here is the proof. Father, please forgive them. They don't know what they do. They violent with no wisdom, they mindless. So like Christ, yeah, we kill some with kindness. We are the children of the highest. Yeah, Abba, Father, Yahweh, Your Highness. They don't understand His ways because they're blinded. So when they come against us, kill up with kindness. We are the children of the highest. Yeah, Abba, Father, Yahweh, Your Highness. They don't understand His ways because they're blinded. So when they come against us, kill up with kindness. I have a shooting buckler when I go to war. Wash me on the full armor of the Lord. Ephesians 6:11, protection from the heavens. Seraphim to protect His children.
Welcome back to the $2 Sports Talk Show. All right, y'all. Let's talk a little bit NBA before we get off here, Phil. It's been real. NBA is coming down to the wire. It's coming down to the wire, and the Lakers was the number 2 seed. Now they're the number 3 behind the Denver Nuggets. They lost last night to the Brooklyn Nets without LeBron James. This next 5-6 game stretch that they have, that they might be without LeBron, and if they don't have Rui and nobody, and I think the other big man might be out too, it might be tough sledding. And you got Luka that's not 100%. He was struggling against Boston, come back down the court. He was limping. I don't know about that. I don't know if that calf or that thigh, something ain't right with Luka. It might be tough sledding until LeBron come back, man. They can drop down to that 4th, 5th, maybe even 6th. What do you say?
I think they'll drop out of the 6th. If LeBron is out the 3 weeks, potentially as projected, I think they'll be in the play-in game. I mean, goodness gracious, only a couple of games separating them from getting into the playoff area. So the play-in area. So Luka's got back issues. You saw it in the Boston game. And now LeBron's out. My thing was, you're going to lose these games anyway. I felt they were still going to lose the game against Brooklyn, and they did. So my thing was, I was hoping that they would not play Luka any of this road trip. They just go ahead and concede the losses, given the caliber of teams that they were going to play, and to give Luka a chance to get his back rested too. So I hope after losing that Brooklyn game that they don't play Luka the rest of the way on the road.
I don't know. This is their schedule coming up. They have the Bucks on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
They have the Nuggets, the Suns. Then they have the Spurs. Then they have the Nuggets again. Then the Bucks. That's the next 5 games, and really basically 2 games. You want to say the Suns is an easy game, but you never know what the Suns is going to do, because you're scratching your head and wondering why the Suns is as terrible as they are with the squad that they have. You're like, what is really going on? Why they so terrible? Because they 2 games back now of the Mavericks, and here it is, the Mavericks done lost Kyrie. AD is out. You don't even know when he's coming back. They ain't got a Luka. Basically, they playing they bench warmers. And y'all done dropped 2 games, and now y'all 2 games back. Y'all should be pulling away, and the Mavericks still winning. So you don't know what's going on with the Suns. So it's they might lose the next 4 games. There's a good possibility they can lose the next 4 out of 5 games left on this next stretch, which is gonna drop them probably. Woo! It's gonna drop them probably to that It might, man. It might drop them to about maybe the 6th seed if the Warriors keep winning.
Look, you're talking about the Lakers?
Yeah.
I've already said they're playing. At the stage they are now, they are a play-in team. If they're lucky. Again, that's going to depend on how long LeBron is out. They're just saying the 2 to 3 weeks, right? Because LeBron knows that he missed 17 games that last time when he actually tore it. So he knows it's not that bad. But again, LeBron not there for 8 games. What you think's gonna happen? Best bet they have is winning 2 games out of the next half dozen they play.
And the thing is, Luka not been. Even before Luka came up limping, I don't think Luka was in real good shape because he didn't really have no lift. Come third, fourth quarter, he didn't have no lift on that jump shot. That jump shot was, and he didn't have much lift, period, on his jump shot in the first place. He jumping about as high as off the ground as Jokic.
Yeah, but I don't think so much of that is was Luka being out of shape because of beer and hookah. I don't think that was that. I think it was the mere fact that he hadn't played since Christmas, and so now he was starting to get his legs underneath him because evidenced by his ability to start hitting his 3-point shot. But now with that back injury, I'm telling you, shut Luka down at least this road trip and let him get some rest on that back because you got as good a chance with them getting hyped up saying Luka's out of the game and coming and putting it all in the next 2 games than you do with Luka being in there. It's my feeling.
So where do you think the Clippers is? Do you think the Clippers? I think the Clippers are going to be in the play-in game no matter what. But do you think if the Clippers get past the play-in with the way they're playing, and if Norman Powell come back, and you have a healthy Claw, and Harden is not looking too bad, do you think the Clippers can give someone a scare? Not saying they can win the West, but do you think they can give someone a scare?
Well, not only do I think they could give someone a scare, but if LeBron stays out for an extended period of time, look, it's not like it wasn't last week when you could look up and see the Clippers no lower than 7th place. So I think that the Clippers could literally take the Lakers' place with dysfunction going with the Timberwolves. So it could be that the Clippers could end up in there and LeBron lists the Lakers being taking the Clippers' place in the play-in game. Because it's not like the Clippers don't have a team. Let's not get that confused. It's not like they don't have a team.
Do you think the Thunder, and we in Oklahoma City, we in Oklahoma, I do think the Thunder is one of the top teams to beat. But sometimes they get in that lull and you scratch your head and be like, what are y'all doing? I think sometimes they get 2 3-point happy where they start shooting the threes and they shoot themselves out the game. But I think they got the top half court defense out there that you say you want to make the Thunder run, but with them young legs, they can run too, but you don't want to set up in a half court defense against them because they got the top half court defense in the East or the West. Where do you think the Thunder weakness is at? What do you say, Phil?
Letting a big man like Chet Holmgren be injured. Look, I think that the Thunder are the team. Now, don't get me wrong. had the Lakers not, for whatever reason, decided to nix that Williams trade, that Darrell Williams trade, which I'm not sure about, because the Lakers have zero rim protection.
None.
And so, their thing is to combat the mid range and let you shoot the three. So they're just figuring with their ability to score now, they can do that. I would have, had the Lakers winning it all. But I will tell you this right now. I'll take the Thunder any day against anybody else because they have the height to compete with Chicago's height. They have the tenacity to compete. Excuse me, I said Chicago. I meant Cleveland. They have the tenacity to compete on defense with Cleveland's tenacity. And I think that Oklahoma City, I think that Oklahoma City can score better overall than what the Cavaliers will be able to do. Because I'm not one of these people that say, I don't care what goes on. Boston's coming out of the East. I think the Cavaliers can handle Boston in the East. So if there's a team that I would say overall has the best chance to win it all, it's going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder. Because literally, you tell me where their weakness is.
Now, speaking of the East, and I know our good friend, Mr. Vance Bradford, the brain, he going to like what I'm about to say.
The brainless wonder.
Yeah. As Gilbert Arenas said, he said the threat to the Boston Celtics is not the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said it's the Milwaukee Bucks, and they said why? He said because they don't have a Giannis. I was watching the Milwaukee Bucks last week because I was laid up, couldn't do anything. So I was watching the ball. My wife wasn't tripping about me watching some basketball, so I was watching some basketball, and I was watching Milwaukee, and Giannis makes a big difference. It's just strange how they work, Milwaukee. And you think that they should be doing a lot better, but everything dealing with Milwaukee runs off Giannis. And he's not shooting too many threes. He's driving to the hole. And if Lillard decides to really start playing, Milwaukee can be a real tough out. Do you think Milwaukee can give someone be a threat in the East?
Look, it depends on how the officials are going to call Giannis. Are they going to let Giannis line up at the top of the key and run people over? If they don't allow that, no, because Dame's going to be inconsistent. So I'm not concerned about that. And I think that's one of the best reasons why Cleveland will win is because they don't have a Giannis, literally one-head thing that has to make sure they play through him, get him to do this, get him to do that, get him to do this. Cleveland can just hit different people going, and their big men, they're working it down low. So I don't. That is why Cleveland, I see being able to do it is because they have versatility versus what I'd say Milwaukee has. Plus, in the crunch, Cleveland got a different coach than what the Bucks have.
Atkinson is a bad man.
Atkinson has been good where he's been. He just got screwed where he's been.
At Brooklyn.
Yes, we've seen the story play out with the Bucks head coach.
Now, I believe Cleveland is good. Boston is good, but sometimes Boston will shoot themselves out the game. That want to shoot 30 and 40 and 53s a game. If you can hit Boston when they start having that downtime, because they'll hit, and then all of a sudden they'll have that 5-6 minutes a quarter where they won't hit nothing. If you can score during those times, you can beat Boston. Because what happened when Cleveland came back on Boston? They came back during that period where Boston, that 3, 4, 5-minute segment where Boston couldn't hit nothing, that they have every game where they couldn't hit nothing, and Cleveland was just scoring. Mitch, the Spider was just hitting them. He was just hitting them. If you can do that, you can beat Boston. Because Boston feel they can just turn it on and turn it off anytime. But the key is Porzingis. Is Porzingis going to be healthy? And right now, Porzingis, he haven't showed that he can be a consistent healthy. If he can be consistently healthy, it changes that Boston team and what they do.
They may change him, but he just as soon as be out on the perimeter versus being down there with the big boys in Cleveland. So again, and Cleveland can shoot from outside and score with their guard play as well as outside going with Boston. So I don't see where Boston has an advantage over Cleveland.
Like I said, it's going to be interesting. I'm glad that they're not going to match up and meet each other before the Eastern Conference Finals. That we're going to be able to see the finals that we want to see between Boston and Cleveland, because nobody's going to catch. The Knicks is not going to catch Boston, and they're not going to catch Cleveland. So we already know that you're going to have 1 and 2 with Cleveland and Boston, and they won't meet up until the Eastern Conference Finals. So we know if everything go right, that's what we're going to see.
Sure hope so.
So, and like I said, in the West, it's up in the air. We know what it should be, but you never know dealing with the West, because you got some streaky players. Golden State is looking good right now. They're a veteran team. LA, if they can get LeBron and Luka right, they looking good. You never know about Denver. If they can stay healthy, especially with Jokic and what he's doing. Minnesota. So the West is really up in the air. The East, you really pretty much know who you got.
I think the East is more settled. Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. Hey, y'all. $2 is gonna. We're having our March Madness bracket again this year on ESPN Bracket Challenge. Look up $2 Sports Talk. Join the Bracket Challenge, $2 Sports Team Bracket Challenge. We'll be giving away a gift card to the winner again this year. Join and see if you can outpick the Two Dogs, Drone and Yo. See if you can outpick us.
Join that should be easy.
Yeah, right. We ain't lost yet. Join our bracket challenge. Join our bracket challenge. Go to ESPN.com or go to our Facebook page. It'll be on our Facebook page. The link to click it, or our Twitter page, and you can click on the link and you can join the Two Dogs bracket March Madness bracket challenge page. I want to thank Phil for filling in for Yo today. Appreciate it. I want to thank Coach Brown for coming on. Make sure y'all go to the state finals this weekend here in Oklahoma City. It's going to be at UConn High School and also at the Fairgrounds Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's going to be an awesome weekend of sports. Can't wait. It's going to be an awesome weekend of sports. Hey, you bark at us, we bark back. Roo.